For me, we started this almost 20 years ago when Manio Preservation Trust was founded. And there was a small group of us here in the community that wanted to work towards preserving our history and our architectural history as well. And consequently, when we formed ourselves, we decided the courthouse would be our logo, and that would be a primary project that we would take on to try to get it restored so that it would be eligible to be placed on the National Register of Historic Places. The National Registry accepted all of the courthouses in North Carolina except, I believe, 2. Ours was one of them because it was not representative of what it originally looked like. In 1933, we think, as best we can determine, a hurricane came through and took off the belfry, or the cupola as it was called at that time, which is where the bell was, because the original bell is still up there. And it also blew off the parapets that are on the side and the chimneys. So there was not enough money back then for the county to restore it back to the way it was, and so they elected to leave off the cupola and the parapets and the chimneys and lowered the roof line just a bit. So it was basically lack of money. They couldn't afford to replace it.
We are in the attic of the courthouse now, and the old bell tower was sitting on these existing members, these horizontal members, and the roof had been filled in, I guess, once the bell tower blew off. We are going to build the bell tower outside on a platform so people can see it being constructed. It'll be a pretty impressive project. The tower stands about 26 feet tall when it's completed. We will have it completely built outside, pick it up with a crane, cut a hole in the roof, and set it down on the existing structure. We are going to take the existing bell, which is here in the courthouse, and we are going to hang it from the new bell tower in its original location.
I'd really like to recognize the partnership that has evolved and developed between Manio Preservation Trust and the county commissioners who have helped support us in this project, and also the town of Manio. Without their help and support, we wouldn't be where we are today, and their involvement and working with us has been a tremendous asset.
We're tremendously excited about the restoration of the belfry. The town of Manio and its partners, the Manio Historic Preservation Trust in Dare County, over the years have worked to restore and to preserve and to rescue some of our architectural heritage. And this is an amazing opportunity. That building has been the focal point of Manio and to some degree all of Dare County for well over 100 years. And it's nice to see an amazing adaptive reuse. With the Arts Council back in that building, it's once again become sort of a focal and artistic gathering place for the residents of Roanoke Island, and we're extremely excited about it.
The Preservation Trust, wanted to bring this back to its original condition, if you will, or the original architecture. So as a part of the renovation, we've done some of that as well. Out front, you'll see that the columns that we have out there have been redone from those old round ones to what the old plans show were the original. They've redone the railings, and it looks really nice and clean. And we did some work on the outside to reface some of the brick and that kind of thing, and kept the old brick. And through the collaborative efforts of these groups, the restoration of this old courthouse into a vibrant, usable building like it used to be has gone very well. We'll have a building that is true to its historic character, and we're really excited about it at the county.
They're estimating approximately 60 days to get it completed. And at that point in time, Manio Preservation Trust wants to do a belfry raising the belfry celebration.